From the moment we are born, we are given a name, a culture, a role to play. We construct identities from the expectations placed upon us, who we should be, how we should act, what we should value. Over time, these labels harden, shaping the way we see ourselves and the world around us. But are we truly who we think we are, or are we merely the sum of stories we have been told? Identity for most is a cage built from familiarity. We cling to definitions of ourselves, afraid to venture beyond them, afraid that without these labels, we might dissolve into nothingness. But what if true freedom lies, not in solidifying our identity, but in questioning it? What if growth means shedding the skin of who we once were, embracing the discomfort of uncertainty, and becoming something new? We resist change because it threatens the illusion of a fixed self. But life itself is in flux, and to remain stagnant is to deny the very essence of existence. The greatest prison is not the walls that surround us, but the limitations we place upon our own minds. The moment we stop seeking validation, the moment we stop defining ourselves by the past, is the moment we become free. So ask yourself, who are you? Beyond the name, beyond the roles, beyond the expectations. If you stripped it all away, what remains? Perhaps the answer is not in finding a new identity, but in realizing that you were never bound to just one. Are we who we really think we are? This is a huge question for me, because I can sit here and try answer to you and say, you know what, I'm someone that works hard, who sees the world in a different way to many. I really work hard trying to build a future for myself and for a future family, for the people who are already around me. I try and better people's lives, make them feel good, in a positive way anyway, to try help them improve their lives. I spend my life improving my life, feeling good. But it's also like, I can keep going on and on and on, or who I believe I am. But who are you truthfully? Do you truthfully know who you are? If you got rid of all of that, who would you be? And I feel it's such a difficult question to ask yourself, because do you know who you truly are? And when you sit and actually ask yourself a question, you're like, I don't know. I can't truly answer that, because who I think I am is based off every single action I'm doing in my life and mental battle. But it's like, who are you genuinely up here? That when you see yourself, the perception of yourself, who are you? How do you think you look and are seen by everyone else? In the most positive way possible. It's like, who are you genuinely? And I feel like that's such an important question to ask yourself. I feel it really helps you to understand maybe the things you need to change, the life you need to start working towards. For me, it was, I'd take a seat back and be like, who actually am I? Like, where am I actually going with my life? And that's why I had to, start doing the things I'm now doing, not just content, but healthy food, gym, etc. So many more things I do in my life. And then I still question it. I still question, who am I truly? Even after doing all this good, who am I truly? And it's such a question I still can't answer. Truthfully, I can give some pointers to myself, but it's like I can't really answer that question. We're in this like constant prison of self-perception and of like character understanding. It's like, I'm doing this and I think I believe this and I think I'm heading towards this way, and I'm heading towards this way where I'm becoming this sort of person, but who am I truly? It's a perception trap, and it's really hard to understand and to truly answer that question. I hope you haven't become too confused by that, but who are you truly? It's such a hard question to answer. And with these videos, I like to give a narration. I will think of a philosophical idea I believe I need to sort of get out there. I'll write a script, I'll give you a narration over some overlay clips, and then I'll come here and sort of connect with you lot and to explain it further. And also what I do, which I'm going to be doing now, is my evening planning in my life. and I like to apply whatever the narrative was, or the title of the video, or the lesson here, or the philosophical idea. I like to apply it to my evening planning every single video, every single day. So today I always do a task list in my booklet with all the things I've got to do for the next day, all the priorities, and I also do a summary. So we're going to start with the summary. The lesson, how that lesson applies here is, when I'm doing summaries, or when I'm even doing the task list, it's like, these are the things you got to do tomorrow. This is how the day is gone. But it's like, I'm living my life based on action. But it's like, what it actually is up here. Whilst you're doing all these things, like, what actually is up here, that's what matters. It's that presentness in your mind, that peace in your mind that truthfully matters. I had a great day, a focused day, I worked hard. But that's all I can really remember right now. Me working hard, doing work. But what are you? Who are you without that action? Who are you if you weren't doing that action and you're just sitting by yourself? Like, what would you actually be thinking about? Would it be work? It's not about thinking and doing all the action. It's about, who are you outside of everything else? Like, how do you think outside of this action? How do you think outside of all these things that are going on in your life? And I feel like that's how you truthfully find out who you are. Like, who actually am I? What do I really like and what do I really love outside of activity, outside of action? Like, it's the mental thing inside, and I feel like we don't truthfully understand that. I feel like once you understand that, you really start to obviously find out who you truly are. So the summary today, very focused, hard-working, very chilled day. By chilled, I like to, I mean, when I was doing my work, I was chilled, I got on and I got it done. You know, sometimes you can become overwhelmed, sometimes it's like you're trying to fit in a lot of stuff in a small amount of time, so you're rushing it. Today I was chilled, got it all done, worked hard, and that's it. That's all you can do. Task list. Today I had work every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have a part-time job just to rack up the money so I can start, so I'm saving and stuff so I can start travelling and making even better content for you lot. So work was done, content is done. It's a Friday for me today, Saturday tomorrow, so next couple of days we still got work, so the content's not going to be as good, but obviously come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and hopefully onwards from those days as well, we can continue to better these videos as well and be more consistent, etc. So work done, content done, and planning. Sorry, I couldn't understand a word I wrote there. Planning, yeah, done. Well, that's what we're doing now. So yeah, and before we close the booklet, we've got to write all the tasks for tomorrow. We've got work yet again, content yet again. Reading / oh no, we can't add that. I'm on a very long shift tomorrow. I'm literally gonna have to come home, get meals done, get work, get content done, and that's it. It's gonna be a struggle. We're gonna try hard regardless. And I've worked so hard today that I'm yawning. I'm really tired, but I'm here regardless. We always work hard regardless. Get everything done, and then you rest after everything is done. Work, content, recording. That's all I'm going to put on here tomorrow. I just need to get the basics done, get all the main things done, and go smash it out. So I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you sort of understood what I was saying there today. It's not about everything you're doing in your life, the systematicness of, okay, wake up, make a meal, do this, do that, work towards this. It's like, who actually are you? That truthfully matters. Who are you up here outside of your daily routine, outside of all the tasks you got to do? Because when I actually truly think of that, I'm like, when I do tasks, I'm not thinking about like I'm not thinking about anything else other than doing them. It's like I'm not even present in my mind. It's like I'm like a robot, and I feel like that's where the modern era sort of took our presentness away and within ourselves. It's like I'm not sitting there thinking about who I am and who I truly am and how I'm getting better. It's like I'm just doing tasks, and I feel like that's something I've realised today. It sort of came up in my mind, and that's what I base these videos around, just narratives in my mind which I really needs to be questioned and to understood. And I hope you understood that. It's just a random thought process from my brain that I just wanted to get out there. And yeah, I hope that helps, and I hope the video was good, and any comments would be much appreciated on ways to improve, any tips, etc. And thank you for watching. Goodbye for now, and on to another one tomorrow like I do every day.